Hello friends, welcome to Quick Learn tutorial series. In this video, I will explain you waveform of class C commutation. This is lecture number 46B of Power Electronics series. In my previous video, I have already explained the circuit diagram and working of class C commutation. Here we see how we draw the waveform of class C commutation. So these two videos are very important for class C commutation of SCR. So let's start with the topic. This is the circuit diagram of class C commutation as I have already explained you. Here we use Vs supply voltage, two thyristor T1 and T2, one commutating capacitor C in between two thyristor and two resistor R1 and R2. These waveform we have to draw. Ig1 is the gate current waveform we applied to thyristor T1. Ig2 is the gate current of thyristor T2. Vt1 and It1 is the voltage and current across T1 thyristor. Vt2 and It2 is the voltage and current across T2 thyristor. Vc and Ic is the current or voltage across capacitor. Now, first we consider at omega t is equals to 0, we apply a gate triggering pulse to thyristor T1 and T1 get turn on. When T1 get turn on, it behave like a closed switch. So there are two loops through which current flow through the T1 thyristor. First loop is from supply voltage R1 resistor, T1 thyristor and back to the supply voltage. This is first loop through which current flow through T1 thyristor. And the second loop is supply voltage through R2 resistor, capacitor, T1 thyristor and supply voltage. This is loop 2. So first we calculate how much current flow through T1 thyristor. Okay. So initially current flow through loop 1 is we called I1 and that is equals to Vs by R1. Now initially current flow through loop 2 is I2 that is equals to Vs by R2. So initially the total current flow through T1 thyristor is Vs by R1 plus Vs by R2. Okay, this is the total current initially flow through the T1 thyristor. So now we start drawing the waveform. First we apply gate triggering pulse to thyristor T1. T1 get turn on. When T1 get turn on, the voltage across T1 is 0. Because we know that when device is turned on, there is no voltage drop across the device. So Vt1 is 0 obviously. Okay. Now what about It1? So initially when T1 is turned on, initially the current flow through T1 is Vs by R1 plus Vs by R2. We take Vs common. So Vs 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. This is the initial current flow through the T1 thyristor. Now, after that, what will happen? Here we see in the circuit diagram when current flow through loop 2, through R2 resistor, through capacitor start charging with polarity. This terminal is positive and this terminal is negative. When capacitor start charging, the current flow through loop 2 start decreasing. And when capacitor fully charged with Vs supply voltage, the current flow through loop 2 is decreasing to 0. When capacitor is completely charged with Vs supply voltage, here I mentioned the loop 2 current is decreasing to 0. That time total current flow through T1 thyristor is only from loop 1, that is Vs by R1. So here we see in the waveform initially how much current flow through T1 thyristor? This much. Vs 1 upon R1 plus 1 upon R2. When capacitor slowly charged with Vs supply voltage, current across T1 thyristor get decreasing because loop 2 current is decreasing. And when capacitor is fully charged with Vs voltage, at this time instant, loop 2 current is decreasing to 0. At this time, the total current flow through the T1 thyristor is Vs by R1. So here this magnitude is Vs by R1. Simultaneously we draw the waveform of Vc and Ic. So here we see, here capacitor, when current flow through loop 2, capacitor is slowly charged with some voltage at this point capacitor is charged with maximum Vs voltage, and when capacitor is charged with maximum Vs voltage, current across T1 thyristor is Vs by R1. Now what about the current through across capacitor? When capacitor voltage start built up, the current across capacitor start decreasing. Okay, so at this point when the capacitor is charged with maximum voltage Vs, the current across capacitor is 0. Now what about the voltage and current across T2 thyristor? So T2 thyristor is turned off this time, and when T2 thyristor is turned off, the voltage across T2 thyristor is maximum. We get maximum voltage drop across the device, that is equals to Vs. And because T2 is turned off, there is no current flow across T2 thyristor, so this is 0. So this is the waveform of mode 1. Now what about mode 2? So mode 2 start from T1 time instant. At T1 time instant, here we see capacitor is charged with plus Vs voltage. When capacitor is charged with plus Vs voltage, this polarity of capacitor will turn off T1 thyristor, because the negative of capacitor is connected from the anode of the T1 thyristor, and this will make T1 thyristor turned off. Now we apply gate triggering pulse to thyristor T2, and T2 get turned on. When T2 get turned on, it behave like a closed switch. Now again current flow through T2 thyristor from two loops. First loop is from supply voltage R2 resistor, T2 thyristor, and back to the supply voltage. This is loop 1. Loop 2, current flow from supply voltage R1 resistor through capacitor, T2 thyristor, and back to supply voltage. This time, how much total current flow through T2 thyristor we have to calculate. Current through T2 thyristor. Initially, current flow through loop 1. Loop 1 is through R2 resistor. So how much current flow through loop 1? Vs by R2. Initial current flow through loop 2, that is equals to 2 Vs by R1. Why it is 2 Vs? Because Vs is the supply voltage and capacitor is also initially charged with Vs voltage. So Vs, 2 Vs upon R1. So this is 2 Vs by R1. Current flow through loop 2 initially. Okay, so initially total current flow through T1 thyristor is Vs by R2 from loop 1 and 2 Vs by R1 loop 2. So now we start draw the waveform. At time instant T1, we apply gate triggering pulse to thyristor T2. T2 get turn on and behave like a closed switch. This time T1 is turn off due to the polarity of capacitor. When T2 get turn on, the voltage across T2 is 0 because T2 is turn on. So here we see VT2 waveform, voltage across T2 thyristor is 0. What about voltage and current across T1 thyristor? T1 thyristor is turned off this time. So when thyristor is turned off, we get maximum voltage drop across thyristor. So here the voltage across T1 thyristor is Vs. What about current through T1 thyristor? T1 thyristor is turned off this time. Current across T1 thyristor is 0. T2 thyristor is turned on. So voltage drop across T2 thyristor is 0 this time. What about current through T2 thyristor? So initially when we turn on T2 thyristor, current flow through T2 thyristor from two loops 1 and 2. So the initial current flow through T2 thyristor is this much. Here we mention this much current. Vs 2 upon R1 plus 1 by R2. This much current initially. After that, when current flow through loop 2, capacitor is start charging with polarity. This plate is positive and this plate is negative because current flow in this direction. When capacitor start charging, the current through capacitor start decreasing. It means the loop 2 current start decreasing. And when capacitor is fully charged with minus Vs voltage, the current through capacitor is 0 or loop 2 current become 0. Okay, this time once capacitor is charged with plus Vs to minus Vs voltage, current through loop 2 become 0. This time the total current passed through T2 thyristor is from loop 1 only. That is equals to Vs by R2. We see in the waveform, initially current is maximum this much. Okay. When capacitor start charging with minus Vs voltage, current across T2 thyristor get decreasing. And when capacitor is completely charged with minus Vs voltage, the current across T2 thyristor is Vs by R2. So here this magnitude is Vs by R2. At this point, capacitor is completely charged with minus Vs voltage. So here we see in the waveform of capacitor, this point capacitor is charged with minus Vs voltage. So this is the time duration where capacitor is charged with plus Vs to minus Vs voltage. Okay. After that, capacitor will hold minus Vs voltage. At this time duration, current across capacitor is maximum this time. And when capacitor start charging with minus Vs voltage, current across capacitor start decreasing. And when capacitor is fully charged with minus Vs voltage, current across capacitor reduced to 0. So here this waveform is 0. At this time instant, T2 time instant, here we see capacitor voltage is minus Vs. It means capacitor this time is charged with polarity. Left plate is positive and right plate is negative. Okay. Capacitor this time at T2 time instant, capacitor polarity is this. This polarity will turn off T2 thyristor because the negative of capacitor is connected from the anode of T2 thyristor. That will make T2 thyristor turn off and T2 behave like a open switch. Now we again give firing pulse to T1 thyristor at time instant T2. So T1 thyristor get turn on and T2 thyristor get turn off. It means we again come to the initial condition. Here again the whole process is going on. So this is the whole working of class C commutation. If you like video, please like, subscribe and share my channel. For notes, please visit my website. The link of the website I will give in my description box and I display here also www.quick-learn.in.